In the desolate ruins of an ex-Soviet Russian war zone, three private military contractors, Tyler Hobler of the USEC Group and Caleb Smith and Ethan Pry of the Bear Group, find themselves unlikely allies. The once bustling industrial area now lies in complete disarray, with crumbling buildings and scattered debris painting a grim picture of the past. Amidst the chaos, these three men must navigate the treacherous landscape, facing not only the dangers of the environment, but also the looming threat of hostile forces. Their mission is fraught with peril, and trust is a rare commodity in this forsaken place, yet they must rely on each other to survive and achieve their objectives. As they make their way to the extraction zone, they are ambushed by another group of Bear PMCs from across the street. The sudden attack catches them off guard, forcing them to take cover behind nearby debris and vehicles. The air is filled with the deafening sound of gunfire and explosions.
We need to take them out. We can't stay pinned down here for long or we'll be overrun. Find some cover and return fire.
I'm on it. Cover me while I move to a better position. We need to flank them and neutralize their advantage.
Tyler and Caleb throw grenades, aiming to disrupt the enemy's formation. The grenades explode with a thunderous roar, sending shrapnel flying and creating a momentary lull in the firefight. This gives them a brief window to regroup and plan their next move.
Ethan, no! Caleb, you idiot, you killed me.
It wasn't my grenade, Ethan. You better make it out of here, Caleb. Don't let my death be in vain.
I won't, Ethan, I promise.
Gap 3S. As they continue their escape, Tyler and Caleb encounter another group of hostile PMCs. The firefight is intense, with bullets flying and explosions rocking the battlefield. Tyler takes point, providing cover fire, while Caleb flanks the enemy. The chaos of battle is overwhelming, but their training and teamwork keep them alive. They manage to neutralize the threat, but the cost of the constant fighting is starting to take its toll on them. Gap to 3S. Tyler yells over the deafening noise, "Caleb, on your 6! We've got to keep moving!" Caleb nods, his face grim and determined. Each step feels heavier, each breath more labored, but they push forward. The relentless assault of the PMCs is a stark reminder of the perilous situation they are in. Gap 3S. As the smoke clears and the last enemy falls, Tyler and Caleb take a moment to catch their breath. Their eyes meet, and in that silent exchange, they acknowledge the toll this journey has taken on them. "We can't keep this up forever," Caleb mutters, wiping the sweat and grime from his face. Tyler places a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "We just need to make it to the bunker. We're almost there." Gap 3S. With renewed resolve, they press on, the memory of Ethan's sacrifice fueling their determination. The path ahead is fraught with danger, but they know they must persevere. For Ethan, for their fallen comrades, and for the hope of a safer future. Gap 3S. The journey to the secret bunker is far from over, but Tyler and Caleb are more determined than ever to see it through. The echoes of the battle still ring in their ears, a constant reminder of the fragility of life in the war zone, but with each step they come closer to the sanctuary that promises a brief respite from the chaos and a chance to honor the sacrifices made along the way. As they move forward, they reflect on the journey so far, the battles fought, and the friends lost. The weight of their mission is heavy, but so is their resolve. Gap 3S. They know that every step brings them closer to a future where their sacrifices will not be in vain, and that thought gives them the strength to carry on. Gap 3S. In the midst of their harrowing escape, there comes a rare moment of unexpected levity. Ethan, known for his clumsy yet endearing antics, attempts to throw a grenade at the approaching PMCs. Gap 2S. But in a twist of fate, he fumbles the grenade, causing it to bounce back towards him. "Oh no, not again!" Ethan exclaims, his voice tinged with a mix of panic and resignation. Gap 2S. The grenade explodes in a comically exaggerated fashion, sending him flying through the air in a display that would be more at home in a slapstick comedy than a war zone. Gap 3S. Tyler and Caleb, despite the gravity of their situation, can't help but burst into laughter at the absurdity of the scene. Gap 2S. For a brief moment, the weight of their dire circumstances lifts, replaced by the shared humor of Ethan's blunder. Gap 2S. This fleeting moment of levity serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, the human spirit finds ways to bring light. Gap 3S. As they help Ethan back to his feet, their laughter fades, but the brief respite strengthens their resolve. They know they must keep moving, but this moment of humor sustains them, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Gap 3S, with renewed determination they press on, the memory of Ethan's sacrifice and the laughter they shared fueling their journey towards the secret bunker. Gap 3S. The laughter is short-lived as another wave of enemies approaches. Tyler and Caleb quickly regain their focus, engaging in another fierce battle. Gap 2S. The sound of gunfire and explosions fills the air once more. They fight with everything they have, knowing that their survival depends on their ability to outmaneuver and outgun the enemy. Gap 2S. Bullets whiz past them, and explosions rock the ground beneath their feet. The sheer intensity of the battle is overwhelming, but Tyler and Caleb's determination remains unwavering. Gap 3S. Tyler, with his sniper rifle, picks off enemies with precise shots, while Caleb, wielding an assault rifle, provides cover fire. Their synchronized efforts create a formidable defense, but the enemy forces seem endless. Gap 2S. Just when it seems like they might be overwhelmed, Caleb spots a weak point in the enemy's formation. "There, we can break through," he shouts to Tyler, a Gap 2S. With a renewed sense of purpose, they charge towards the weak point, fighting tooth and nail to break through the enemy lines. The battle is grueling, each step forward met with fierce resistance, but they push on, driven by the memory of Ethan's sacrifice and the laughter they shared. Gap 3S. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, they manage to break through the enemy lines. Exhausted but victorious, they take a moment to catch their breath. The path to the secret bunker is now clear, but the memory of the relentless onslaught and the friends they lost will stay with them forever. Gap 3S. As they press on towards their final destination, their resolve is stronger than ever. They know that the battle is far from over, but they are ready to face whatever comes next. Gap 3S. A Gap 3S. With the enemy forces finally defeated, Tyler and Caleb make a desperate dash towards the extraction point. The journey is perilous, with traps and obstacles at every turn. Gap 2S. They move swiftly and silently, their senses heightened by the adrenaline coursing through their veins. Every step is calculated, every breath measured. Gap 2S. The forest around them is a maze of potential danger, but their determination drives them forward. They know that stopping now could mean certain death. Gap 3S. Tyler spots a tripwire just in time and signals Caleb to halt. They carefully disarm it, their hands steady despite the urgency of the situation. Gap 2S. As they near the extraction point, the sound of an approaching helicopter fills the air, a beacon of hope in the midst of chaos. Gap 2S. The helicopter descends, its rotors slicing through the air. Tyler and Caleb sprint the last few meters and climb aboard, exhausted but relieved. Gap 2S. The war zone fades into the distance. As they fly to safety, the memory of their fallen comrade Ethan forever etched in their mind. Gap 3S. They know the journey is far from over, but for now they have survived, and that is enough. Gap 3S.
We need to get the hell out of here, ASAP. The enemy is closing in and we don't have much time left. Hurry!
Against all odds, they made it to the secret bunker, hidden deep within the forest. But the memory of Ethan's sacrifice would haunt them forever. His bravery and selflessness saved the group, but the cost was unimaginable. As they settled into their new refuge, the weight of their journey and the friends they lost weighed heavily on their hearts. The bunker was safe, but the emotional scars would take much longer to heal.